Hey guys, Tonic here, and welcome back to another Top Photos of the Week. Last week was a Raider themed challenge, so I only accepted photos that kind of had a Raider vibe to them, and I gotta say, some of the photos are pretty awesome, so let's hop right into it. First up, we have an awesome landscape photo from SuperPie14. I love the Raider type of aesthetic, it's just really cool, and you'll see a lot of these sails in a lot of the photos that we got, and you will also end up seeing a lot of landscape shots this week. There was a lot of them, and they all honestly did turn out pretty great. Our second photo this week comes to us from Legacy Ghost, and it's them and a friend doing some awesome emotes right outside of Crater. Crater is another one of the locations that you will be seeing a lot this week. When I said Raider theme, everyone just kind of defaulted over to Crater, and I'm honestly not complaining. Some of the shots, just like this one here, came out super cool. Up next, we have a photo from Double D8778, and it's them walking right into the White Springs bunker wearing a full Raider setup, and it's honestly kind of funny when you look at it because you're walking into this very clean and pristine vault just wearing skulls. It's kind of funny. Next up, we have a very cool landscape shot from STG of the Ohio River Adventures, and this is actually another area that I'm super happy some people went to for photos. I love the Ohio River Adventures. If you didn't know, you can actually go here and get an extra piece of daily reputation for the Raiders. It's a really nice area, and I actually did do a video on something else here as well that is kind of strange. I'll throw that up on top of the screen right now if you are interested in that. But as far as the photo goes, I really like the lighting here. It feels very warm, it feels very comfy, and I also love that purple effect on the water. I'm not too sure how you pulled that off, but everything came together very nice. And speaking of Ohio River Adventures, we actually have our next photo from here as well. This photo comes to us from Lubia Zero, and it's a really nice photo of the person cutting up fish and throwing it over into a basket. I believe if you actually talk to her, she was an old school teacher from before the war, but regardless, I love the sepia tone of this photo, and I again love the location that these were taken in. This photo was taken from the Pagan, and it says, "Listen, it's either this or the pole," and I think it's a really funny caption. It's also a very clever photo as well. I really do kind of like the orange tone over the whole thing. It feels very dark and has a very nice Raider aesthetic. Also, I absolutely love that power armor skin. This next photo comes to us from Game Omnivore, and it's a really nice landscape photo of a Blood Eagle camp, or at least I think it's a Blood Eagle camp. This might be the place where the Brotherhood of Steel sent you to go get that weapon stash in that cave system. I think that this is that, but I'm not 100% sure, but regardless, it's still a really nice landscape photo. Up next, we have a photo of a Raider about to raid the Raiders down at Crater. It's a very interesting photo taken from Felix the Phoenix, but I really like this concept, and I also am pretty interested in what's on the floor over at the Crater. It kind of looks like lava. And following that same concept, we have a similar photo from Revenant. It is called The Red Spy Infiltrates the Crater, and right on the bottom right of the photo, you can see someone dressed up in some Chinese armor about to go into Crater and try and infiltrate the Raiders, I guess. So super cool concept of these people raiding the Raiders, and I really like these photos. For the 10th photo this week, we have a really nice photo from Sojay, and it's of Roxy down at the Crater. This is a really cool locational shot. I like how you can see a lot of that giant disc there in the background, and you can also see all these sails and windmill type things that they have. Then of course we have Roxy giving out some daily quests down there on the right. Super nice photo. Up next, we have a photo from Cerberus of their character holding the awesome new Flamer skin. I love this Flamer skin. It looks so sick, and the angle of this photo is just really cool. This next photo is kind of interesting, and I actually have no idea where this is in the game. It comes to us from Sprayfield for Life. I believe that the National Guard have photos of Raiders in that area down in that area of the Wastelanders questline, but I'm not entirely sure. But regardless of wherever this is, I really like this photo. I love the photographs that you can actually find in game, like down at the Insane Asylum, finding all the old Brotherhood of Steel photos. I really like these little things, and I just think they're super neat. Up next, we have a very nice aerial type photo from First Vault Dweller down at Crater. A super nice photo. I love seeing Crater from this angle, and to be completely honest, I never noticed that that was an entire fossil, or at least an entire skeleton of an animal over there on the left of the photo. I've never actually really jumped up there to take a look at it. Super cool photo, and as always, very impressive. Up next, we have two very similar photos, but at the same time they are very different and from two different people. Up first, we have a photo from Moran's, and it says, "Maybe we can use these crispy bones for decoration later," and it's them standing over a pile of burning bodies that they just burnt with their flamer. Super cool photo, Moran's. Now you're about to see why I think these two photos are very similar, but again very different in their own right. The next photo comes to us from Jared, and it has the caption of, "Their brutality and ruthlessness is unmatched. They take what they want and kill anything that stands in their way. In the aftermath of nuclear Armageddon, the Raiders are a reminder that mankind too become monsters." Super awesome photo, and again I love the concept of both of these, of standing over some burnt corpses with a flamer. Just really unique, and it's kind of interesting how you both kind of came up with the same idea. Great minds think alike, they say. Up next, we have an awesome photo series inspired by the Humans of New York series from Ember. Ember is a very common name in these videos, and they take some amazing photographs. They call this series the Raiders of Crater, and here you have several photographs of very important members down at the crater. All of them have very interesting backstories, and they are actually all taken with a very nice filter effect, and as well as having some tape on the sides there, just adding for that extra amount of authenticity to these photos. Great work, Ember. I absolutely love these. Next up, we have a photo from TechBlaze, who I have many times on this series called the King of Silhouette Shots. They are absolutely phenomenal at pulling these things off. They are so hard to do, at least for me. I can't really do these too well, and every time they submit one, it is just absolute perfection. I love the little orange spikes coming out of the armor as well. It adds a nice little extra layer of color to this photo, and as always, great work, TechBlaze. Coming in at number 19 this week, we have a photo from Candle Leotis, and this photo instantly caught my eye. I'm not too sure what it is about it, but it's just very unique. You have a very red filter over that night sky, you have this huge raider chair in the middle, and their character kind of standing off to the side giving some peace signs. Very cool photo, Candle Leotis, and I'm excited to see a few more from you. And for the top photo this week, we have a photo from NoisyFellow65 called the Jet Joyride. I absolutely love this concept. It is super unique, super clever. Just having a raider take some jet and go on a walk, and this is what he sees. It is just an awesome idea, so huge props to you for that idea, and the image itself is absolutely beautiful. You have these crazy colors going on, this really nice use of contrast, and the outfit on the character is absolutely perfection. So great job, Noisy Fellow. I really like this photo a lot. So a huge congrats to Noisy Fellow, and I also do have a little announcement. I was thinking of doing a Sedler challenge next week, but I'm not going to do it anymore. I kind of want to reevaluate the entire challenge thing, because with this one, while it did create some awesome shots, it still kind of did discourage a lot of people from doing it as well, because there's only so much you can do with a raider theme that doesn't involve, going to crater or just taking a photo next to a raider. So I do kind of want to rethink these faction themed challenges and then talk about them at a later date. So for next week, we are just going to do a normal week, and I will keep you guys up to date on these challenges. But as always, a massive thank you to everybody who stopped by and watched, and as always, a massive thank you to all the channel members: Lanthar, Robert Kennard, Anna Reestes, Blake Heath, Fallout McFly, Captain Awesome, Citizen Girl, Chad of Fallout 76 Podcast, Asdeath93, Heather Henderson, Yosefated, Patrick Ruda, 23 Icefire, Jay Smith, Argent Deer, Basil Double Fraying, Ice Cream Manny, Chris Decker, Theodore, Digital Aardvark, Lone Samurai OG, Diathan Gaming, Christy Mellon Schwitz. You guys are amazing. I love you guys, and have a great day.